Hello students, in the last mathematics class, we learnt about Euclid's division lemma, and that Euclid's division lemma is just nothing but the restatement of our long division process. And as we discussed in the last class, it states that for any positive integers a comma b, there exists q comma r and unique pair of q comma r such that a is equals to bq plus r. And there are certain restrictions on r, and that r is in between 0 and b. So 0 less than or equals to r less than b, right? This Euclid's division lemma has many applications in number theory. See, Euclid's division lemma has several applications related to the finding properties of numbers. And now in this class we are going to prove certain properties of numbers using this Euclid's division lemma. For that, just revise Euclid's division lemma and its statement. So for any pair of a comma b, we have this representation that a is equals to bq plus r for 0 less than or equals to r less than b. We learnt in the last class that depending on the values of this divisor b, there are certain possibilities for r, and using those possible values of r, we have certain forms for a. That means for the number a, there are different forms with respect to the divisor value b and corresponding to its remainder values. Already we discussed all these things in the previous class, right? So if b is equals to 2, then the possible values of r are two possible values 0 and 1. Then in that case, a has two representations like 2q and 2q plus 1. Whereas if b is equals to 3, this r has three possible values 0, 1 and 2. Then in that case, a has three representations like a is equals to 3q, 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. All these things are already over in the previous session, and now we are going to utilize all these properties to prove certain problems. Look at the screen. It states the Euclid's division lemma. Given positive integers a and b, there exists unique pair of integers q and r satisfying a is equals to bq plus r, where 0 less than or equals to or less than b. Look at the problem on the board. And now I am going to prove this problem using Euclid's division lemma. As I mentioned, there are several applications related to Euclid's division lemma in finding different properties of numbers, and this is one such property. Have a look at the board. The problem states that we need to show that every even positive integer, I am repeating that every even positive integer is of the form 2q, and every odd positive integer is of the form 2q plus 1 for some q. See, note that for some q, see, q is any value. For some q, it in the sense that q is immaterial in proving the statement, right? So to prove this, initially we need to have a positive integer. So we are going to utilize Euclid's division lemma. That's why you just let a be any positive integer. If that a is even, then we need to prove that a is of the form 2q. If that a is odd, then we have to prove that a is of the form 2q plus 1. Initially, we don't know about that a, whether it is even or odd. Just a is any positive integer. And we are going to utilize Euclid's division lemma to prove this property. See, the representation of Euclid's division lemma is a is equals to bq plus r. We know that for any two positive integers a and b, there exists a unique pair of numbers q and r such that a is equals to bq plus r for 0 less than or equals to r less than b. So to start with the Euclid's division lemma, we need two positive integers. I have one integer, just I let it as a. A is one positive integer. So to start the Euclid's division lemma, I need another integer, that means the value of b. So the question itself gives us some solutions to consider the value of b. Since I am going to prove that this positive integer a is either of the form 2q or of the form 2q plus 1, that means since these two numbers are forms with respect to b, I am going to start by taking b is equals to 2. Now I have two integers, one is a and the other one is b, which is 2. Then if you apply Euclid's division lemma for this a and b, then by the statement of that Euclid's division lemma, I can write it like this. I have that representation for this 2. A is equals to bq plus r. That in the sense 2q plus r, since b is equals to 2. Then what are the restrictions on r? The restrictions on r are the value of r is in between 0 and 2. Here 0 is included for r and 2 is not included. Since r is in between 0 and 2, that represents that r has two possibilities, either 0 or 1. No other possibility is there, because r is an integer and which lies in between 0 and 2. Since r is equals to 0 and 1, if you replace this r with either this 0 or that 1, we have two forms for this a. And at the end, the two forms for the a are a is equals to 2q plus 0 or 2q plus 1. Have a look. Now at the end I have two forms for a with respect to this 2, and those two forms are 2q and 2q plus 1. Now see, if you look this 2q is a multiple of 2. In our earlier classes we learned that an even number is always a multiple of 2, right? Since a is equals to 2q, see, it's a multiple of 2, that in the sense this form 2q is corresponds to even positive integer, and we know that an odd positive integer is not divisible by 2. So this 2q plus 1, if you look at this 2q plus 1 is not a multiple of 2, and it leaves a remainder 1 when you divide this a with 2. That in the sense this 2q plus 1 is a representation of odd number. So at the end, a is any positive integer, and that a, if it is even, its representation is 2q, and it is odd, its representation is 2q plus 1. So this is the way to prove such property. The general form of the even number is 2q and the general form of the odd number is 2q plus 1 by using Euclid's division lemma. Once again, look at the problem. The problem asks us to prove for any positive integer, if it is even, of the form 2q, and if it is odd, of the form 2q plus 1. That's why we need to start with a positive integer, and here a is that positive integer. Then to start with the Euclid's division lemma, I need to have two numbers, a and b. A is any positive integer, but what is b? So to select the value for b, we need to look at the question. See, the question asks us to say that even is of the form 2q and odd is of the form 2q plus 1. With this representation, with these forms as in the question, I took that b is equals to 2. After having a and b from Euclid's division lemma, I have representation for a as 2q plus r. Here this r is either 0 or 1. If you replace r with 0, a is equals to 2q. If you replace r with 1, a is equals to 2q plus 1. Now we need to decide which is even and which is odd. Already we learnt in our previous classes that an even number is a multiple of 2 and an odd number leaves 1 as remainder if it is divided by 2. With that general idea, this 2q is an even number and this 2q plus 1 is an odd number. So at the end, I took a positive integer. If it becomes even, if it is even, then its representation is 2q, and if it is odd, its representation is 2q plus 1. Look at the board, the second problem of today's class. See, and it is another property of the numbers, and we will prove it using Euclid's division lemma. The problem states that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. See, you take any odd positive integer, and that odd positive integer, for sure it is either of the form 6q plus 1 or of the form 6q plus 3 or of the form 6q plus 5 for some q, right? Again here that q is immaterial in the problem actually, right? And now we are going to prove it using Euclid's division lemma. So to prove, we need to start with any positive odd integer at first, and I am taking that positive odd integer as a. Let a be any positive odd integer. Let a be any positive odd integer, right? So I have a. Then to start with Euclid's division lemma, as we discussed in the previous problem, we need two integers at first like a comma b. If you have a and b in your hands, then by applying Euclid's division lemma, we have such representation like a is equals to bq plus r, right? And now a, b, any positive odd integer. And what is a b? So to decide the value of b, we need to look at the problem. We need to show that this odd positive integer is of the forms 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. That in the sense all these forms are with respect to 6. So for that, if you take b is equals to 6, yeah, let a be any positive integer and you just take b is equals to 6. And now I have two numbers a and b. And now for these two numbers, we are going to apply Euclid's division lemma. How it becomes? Then by the Euclid's division lemma, I have such representation that a is equals to bq plus r usually, and here my b is 6, so a is equals to 6q plus r. And a is equals to 6q plus r for what is that r? R is in between 0 and 6, is it right? A is equals to 6q plus r. Always this r in Euclid's division lemma is lies in between 0 and b, and here my b is 6, that means this r is in between 0 and 6. Since this r is in between 0 and 6, what are the possible values for r? And in the statement itself it's suggesting that r is an integer, and that integer lies in between 0 and 6. Then this r has 5 possibilities. What are those 5 possibilities for the r? Those 5 possibilities are either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 5. 4 and 5. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the 5 possible values for the r. And we may say it as remainder. So there are 5 possibilities for this remainder r. And now replace this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the place of a. See, in the place of r, right? In the place of r, if you replace these 5 possible values, you will get different forms for a. Then that a is equals to either 6q, yeah, I will write here. Then that a is equals to either 6q plus 0 or 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 2 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 4 or 6q plus 5. We need to list everything depending on the possible values of r. Okay. So now see, r is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to replace in the place of r any one of these values, either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Then if you replace, you will get such representations for a. All these are mentioned as the forms of a with respect to 6. So in every problem we are going to write certain forms of the positive integer with respect to b value. In the previous problem our b is 2, so there are 2 forms. Here in this problem our b is 6, there are 6 forms. In some other problem, if my b is 3, there I may have 3 forms. And if my b is somewhat a bigger number, then automatically that a has many forms according to the value of b. And here, since b is equals to 6, there are 6 forms for that a. And now our task is to decide whenever, see which of these forms are even and which of these forms are odd. Why? Because the question is asking us to prove any positive odd integer. You need to note this odd, right? That's why we need to check which of these forms are even and which of these forms are odd. And we know that an even number is a multiple of 2 and an odd number is not a multiple of 2. So we need to check which of these numbers are multiples of 2 and which of these forms are not multiples of 2. For that, search for 2. Okay, if you have a chance to common out 2, if you decide whether it is a multiple of 2 or not, then it is easy to say either it is even or odd. Then coming to the first form, see one by one for each and every form you need to check whether it is even representation or odd representation. The first form is 6q. See, 6q plus 0 is nothing but 6q only, and I will write it like 2 into 3q. Is it right? 2 into 3q, usual multiplication. 2 into 3q is just nothing but what? 6q. That in the sense 2 is inbuilt involved in this 6q, that 6q is even. So this is not our required form, right? Then check for 6q plus 1. See, in this 6 cube, there is 2. Already I mentioned here. But in this one, there is no 2. So, you are not allowed to common out 2 from this 6 cube plus 1. That's why it is not even. Then surely it is odd. So, this is one of our representation. Then coming for the third representation, and which is 6 cube plus 2. Look here it is 2 and here it is 6, and from these two numbers you have a chance to common out 2. If you common out 2, you can write it like 3 cube plus 1. See, usual factoring. See, 2 into 3 cube is 6 cube, 2 into 1 is 2, so 6 cube plus 2 is like this. So there is 2 involved here. So this is even, so we don't need this representation. And now look here, 6 cube plus 3. From these two numbers, you have a chance to common out 3, but you don't have a chance to common out 2, because 6 cube, there is 2. In 3, there is no 2. So 2 is not involved, so we are not able to write it as 2 into something. That in the sense, this is our one of the favorable representation, required representation. Then coming for 6 cube plus 4. 6 is 2 into 3. We know that. 4 is 2 into 2. We know that. And then from this 6 cube plus 4, if you just common out to 2, this is 3 cube plus 2. And so this is a multiple of 2. That means 6 cube plus 4 is again what? Even number. And then coming to the last representation, and it is